Hi, everybody. So I've been doing a lot of searching with my channel, and then within it, I have found that the research and talking about research heavily doesn't get as many views as the talking about like the entrepreneurial aspects of things. And I make this channel to get views, so I'm going to lean more heavily into the business and entrepreneurial aspects of all of my journey moving forward, just as a heads up from there. And then so within that as well, the other thing that I've noticed is that in order to be successful with my channel, I need to give you content that you would actually care about and open up, right? So within that, the big thing for me is, and I think the thing that makes me kind of unique within this is like, why am I doing this, especially at 40, right? Like, so I'm over 40, and I have made and had about for a decade a six-figure income, right? And then so I'm giving up. I gave up. You can see I have here. I purposely have my LinkedIn up here, and so you can see very clearly. Like I flat out gave up six figures for this life, and uh, after a year, I would do it again, like 100%. But I would never go through the last year again, like ever in my life, like not for $1 million at the end, like and like it's so I want to make this video to just essentially talk about that overall. And then so what, I guess the first question that you would ask is like, what motivates someone like me to do that? And then to me, the bottom line is that there's a few breaking points, and then you can see it from here. So in April of 2023, I was laid off from a company, and then that was like a big catalyst for me, right? Like it's ChatGPT is taking off, things like that, and then like all around this time, and it's like all like massive layoffs around this time, and I realized it's very difficult to find a job like during that time. So I put off like finding a job, and then I find a job. I finally like in like July, I'm like, okay, I need money, and then so I do a job, and then it lasts a month, and it's like, okay, like this is like whatever, I'll find another one, and then it's like October. It took me like about a month to find a job. I was like, okay, this is like pretty difficult, right? And so I think it lasted like 2 weeks, and I was like, dude, this is like kind of crazy. Like I haven't experienced a market like this. And then so you look at my resume, find out like I have made a few mistakes throughout my career, right? Like I have bounced around. I've put like pay above anything else and title above a lot of things, right? Like, and I haven't networked as well as I could. And then so I have all of those things combined. Like I know those things up front, right? And then like the reason why is like I've always had this entrepreneurial spirit kind of in the back. Like I've always figured at some point I would do this. It's just when am I going to do it? And then it's eventually I reach 40, right? And then it's like I reached 40, the whole like AI situation. And then to me, I got into IT overall because it was a safe career, right? Like safe and easy career towards like a good life. And then I see that drying up more and more. Like I think that it's for the short term, at least, it's like IT is not as good of a career. If I were to offer advice, like if like would I get into IT like today, like as a younger person? No, I wouldn't get into it today. Like I'd get into it like I'd get into something else, and I get into it like it's like a side hobby or something, and like try to build up my resume that way. But it's like IT is gonna be rough for about 4 years, I think. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Like, if history is any indicator, and then it'll pick up and it'll be good from there. Like, IT is never going to go away, I don't think, right? Because it's our entire economy is based off of it at this point. So I don't think it'll ever go away. But it is a like it. I do think it's in a bubble right now, and I do think we're in a big bubble. I think that's what we're seeing a lot of overall within this. And then so all of that like writing on the wall, right? It just, I mean, that's the reason why I figured if I didn't do it at that point, like with all of everything that's stacked up there, I'd never do it, right? The golden handcuffs are real. like it's hard to step away from six figures to zero, and like that was the hardest thing for me. Like, and that's like been the hardest thing to build up, and then to like it's taken me over a year to get anywhere close, like not even close to that, right? Like where it's like I want passive income that I don't have to worry about, and just I can chill out, right? And then that's the dream for me. It's like to me, for a long time throughout my career, I started looking and I would look at people that would make like 50,000 and like things like that. It's like if they work less than me, they had like a cushier job, like they enjoyed what they were doing more overall. To me, they live a better life, and then like that's the bottom line. I still feel that way. I feel that way 1,000,000%, and I feel that way now, right? Like I feel now, so I still haven't matched my like income as to what I was making before directly. Like I have like stabilized, right, and I make again more than the average person. Again, I'm at that point, and then I think by the end of the year I'll be very good, but that's kind of where I'm at, and I've kind of built myself up to. But like it was a year of top ramen, like scraping the bottom of the barrel, hard. Like it's a hard transition, and to figure out that passive income stream, and like how exactly to replace an income, right, is exactly what it boils down to at the end of the day. It's easy to fantasize about, and then when you fantasize about it, and then you're in the moment, it's easy. You're like, oh, I'm just going to pop off this client. This client's going to say yes, and like we'll just do that and this and that. And then once you get into it, though, like you go into the reality, like the client's going to say no. Like, and then what are you going to do? Like that was your only option, right? Like you never thought past that because like you never had any other option. And then that's just how it was in your fantasies, but that's not how it plays out in the real world. And then when you go into that, like it's a road I wouldn't recommend to a lot of people. Like you have to want this road. I've wanted this road my entire life. Like and it's been something that I felt like I would be leaving something on the table if I didn't take this journey and this road. And then so that's 100% why I have been on it. And I like again, like it was a massive struggle for a while. Like everyone said it was stupid. Like why are you giving up a 6-figure income? Like you had, like there's something has to be wrong with you, right? To be giving up a 6-figure income for almost nothing, right? And it's a period like there's a period where you just look flat out dumb. Like what's wrong with you? Like right, and like you're lazy, you're a bum, you're not doing anything, and then it's you just like have to get past that period, right? That's the hardest part, that hump where it's like everything is working against you, and like everyone that I have ever known that has gone through the journey, that's a part of the journey and a part of the process, and like that's the hardest part of the road, right? It's there's nothing will prepare you for it. There's no way, and it's either you get past that or you give up, and like you should. There's no reasons. There's logical reasons to give up. There's like that's the problem with it, right? Is that it is illogical at that point to continue forward after a certain point. But at a certain point, you have to pot commit yourself in order to get to that point. Is the bottom line. Like, it's what happens, right? You're just like, okay, it's illogical to move. It's illogical to move forward at this point. But I literally I gave up everything. Like I burned my bridge. I am boned at this point if I don't do it. And then so that's what happens, right? And then you either do that and you either get past that bridge or you don't. You fall into the water. And then hopefully if you have that yearning within you, then you're going to face that bridge at some point, and then you'll cross the bridge. Cross it sooner rather than later. If you don't have the yearning, then you don't. Like, you know if you know. That's how I look at it. So if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.